welcome to this little mini yoga series. This is yoga for second trimester of pregnancy. The reason I'm making this series is because I am in my second trimester of pregnancy, and I thought maybe some tips that I've gained through experience and through my years of teaching might be able to help you. Please consult with your doctor before starting any fitness routine or any exercises. I am not a doctor, I just have to put that out there, so I can't really give you advice or tips. This is just me sharing my own experience, and if you want to follow along, that's at your own risk. Anyway, let's get to it. This is our morning yoga practice. My name is Ashley, and currently I'm almost 20 weeks pregnant, so I'm in my second trimester. My energy's been feeling pretty good. First trimester was a drag, second's pretty good, and I'm just starting to gain a little bit more weight. And because of that, what we're doing in our practice is working to create more space for our growing bellies. So today's a morning practice just to get you going for the day. It makes your body feel better, it makes your hips feel better, your legs, your arms, everything feel better when you get moving, and do a few simple stretches, and this could just take 10 to 15 minutes, so it's a short routine. What we're going to do is start seated. And you can start either sitting on your heels like I was, or in a just regular cross-legged position, as this is. So an easy pose. And right away in the morning, we kind of feel, we're not quite frazzled or anything yet, but we're still a little bit tired and wanting to wake up. But first, let's just get centered and come to a place of peace and in the moment. So we'll take a moment, just resting your hands on your legs, or if you like, you can hold your belly, that's fine too, or rest your hands in your lap. Close your eyes and deepen the breath in and out through the nose. And we're working to share a little love and appreciation for what the day has to come. Especially gratitude and appreciation for waking up this morning, for housing this little being inside your belly. Much appreciation, love, and gratitude. Our thoughts tend to follow our energy, our vibrations. So our energy follows our thoughts. So when we think a certain way, our energy will follow. So as we think positive, affirming thoughts, our energy and vibrations will reflect that in a calming manner, and then your baby will also feel that. So take a few more deep breaths, noticing how your body feels right now, where any tension might lie, any stress, any tightness. Okay, one more deep breath. And then just let it out. Good, you can open your eyes if you'd like to. We'll take the chin down to the chest and work just the head in some neck rotations, work the head side to side. Nice little neck rotations. I really like a little bit of movement, especially in the morning. We're not necessarily trying to gain flexibility, we're just trying to feel good. So this movement of rolling the head side to side, that feels pretty good. Typically when we warm up, we want to warm up from head to toe. So we're warming up first the cervical spine up by the neck. Because of the way you sleep at night, I don't know, maybe you're sleeping on your side a lot more, you're sleeping in different positions than you're used to, so you might need a little extra neck rotation. And lift the head. We're going to take the hands next onto your knees and work some little movements in the spine just to see how they feel. So you're going to move forward and back, so first lift and puff out the chest, not a lot, just a little, then round the back, hugging everything in. Just a little bit, so it's seated cat and cow, focusing on more of the chest part and the upper spine. So roll those shoulders back, lift, roll the shoulders forward and pull it in. And you may feel when you round forward, you want to exhale. And when you poof out, you want to inhale. Or you might add a couple extra breaths there. Just make sure that we're breathing deep. So notice that. You can keep the hands on your knees as you move side to side. Just a little gentle side to side. So try to poof out the rib cage to the side. Notice how that feels. We'll take a little bit bigger movement in a moment. It's still early. And then little mini twists. And we want to twist mostly from our shoulders and not very deep. We don't want to restrict any blood flow to our belly or our waist or this area. So our twists are just going to be shoulders, hands on the knees, shoulders, twist, look past one shoulder, look back. It's just a baby twist. And then switch. So we're not even crossing the arms or anything. We're just looking back, shoulders mostly working with a twist. And feeling that gentle twist through the upper spine, mid and upper spine. And take a breath in each direction. And we're not forcing into anything. I just know that this feels good in the morning for me. All right, and we're back. All right, so we're feeling a little wiggly now. Let's come to the hands and the knees. Whew. A great movement to do, just like we did seated, is cat and cow on the hands and knees. So stack the hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips, arch the back. You can get a little deeper here, but not too much. Careful not to crunch through the spine here. So work to roll the shoulders back and open your heart forward. Then round and look down towards your belly. Just do that a couple more times. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you round. And again, we want to keep this spine nice and mobile, nice and long. This will hopefully help alleviate some back pain. Okay, come back to neutral and let's go side to side. So you might bring your hips way up to the side, press into one hand mostly, and then switch. So now you can feel it even in the outer hip, as well as the sides as you add this little side bend. Side bends feel super good, lengthening on the sides of your body since we can't really twist very deep. And for our twist, we're gonna open up. So come back to the center after you finish the kneeling side bends. Come back to the center. Plant the left hand and then reach up with the right hand, way up, inhale. Exhale, take it down. Switch sides. Inhale, reach up with the left hand or opposite hand. Exhale, take it down. You'll notice this mostly through the upper body is the twist. So your hips should stay neutral, pointing forward. And then let's do one more each side after this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Awesome. So now we're stepping our feet back. We're going to hit up our first downward facing dog. Step feet back into plank pose. Bend the knees and push back, downward facing dog. So you can keep the legs pretty wide, maybe hip distance or a little wider, but bend the knees a few times, pedal the heels towards the floor. They may or may not touch. That's okay, we're just moving and warming up. And this is gonna feel really tight in the morning, and that's okay. Then walk your feet forward, keep them wide. Bend your knees, should feel good. Grab your elbows, shake out the head, or keep the hands on the floor for support. Actually, that might be a better idea. Keep the hands on the floor, move side to side, shake it out. Then walking your hands up your legs, bend the knees, walk yourself up as you roll up to a standing position. Whew. There we go. Let's take the feet a little wider. Bend the knees slightly, and we're working a little bit more with the breath. Drawing the breath in, hands to your thighs, draw it in, inhale. Hands to chest or hands to shoulders. Exhale as you press it down. Again, inhale. Exhale, pressing down. One more time, horse stance. Hands lift, light hands, elbows down. Exhale, light as a feather, draw it down. Good, open the arms to about 90 degrees. As you inhale, press the elbows back, lift the chest. Exhale, press one hand down, other hand over for a deeper side stretch. Inhale to center. Exhale to the side, and we're only going to do 2 on each direction. We don't need a whole lot. Last one. Inhale, reach up, and hands come down by your sides. We're going to get a little bit deeper into the legs. Take the legs a little wider. If you want to stand lengthwise on your mat, that works too. Now work side to side. I like side lunges because they get a little pop in the hips a little bit. So bend the knees. So feet are facing the way that you're facing. Bend one knee, hands on the thighs. Keep the chest lifted and just press back into a side lunge. Couple deep breaths. Then switch sides. Then go side to side a couple times. Take it to the right or the left. Other side. Hands on the thighs for support. Support's always good, right? Usually. So not pushing ourselves too hard here. Okay, then step the feet together. Now in our practice, we also want to do a couple sun salutations. We don't have to, you don't have to, but I do like sun salutations, and even while you're expecting, you can modify a sun salutation to be more comfortable. And I'm going to show you how. I typically do a very traditional style of sun salutation, but I've had to modify, so we're going to do that version now. So you step to the top of the mat and keep the feet hip distance apart. This is where it changes a little bit. I usually have my feet together, but we're going to stay hip distance to create space for your belly in between the legs. We'll do 3 sun salutations and then call it good. So your palms face forward. Reach up slowly, inhale. Then exhale, open the arms and bend the knees as you fold forward. Hands to the floor. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. Lift up halfway. You can keep the hands on the floor or on your shins. Just somewhere for support. Look it forward. Exhale as you plant the hands. Step back as many steps as it takes to down dog. Then shift forward to plank. Here's a little strength for you. Bend the knees. Take the knees to the floor. Elbows point towards the back of the room. Tricep push-up. Bend the elbows. Lift back to plank. It's modifying our up dog. Tuck the toes under. Send yourself back to down dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. It's good to stay here. I like to stay here even 5 breaths each down dog. We'll just do a couple. And from the downward facing dog, look forward. Walk your feet to the top of the mat, however many steps it takes. Feet still hip distance. Half lift, look forward. Exhale, fold low. Bend the knees. Open the arms and rise up. Good, hands to your heart. Let's do that 2 more times. Reach up, inhale. I'm going to add a little change here. Exhale, forward fold, bent knees. Half lift, inhale. Step just the right foot back as you exhale, getting deep into a lunge. That should feel pretty good. Now we'll skip the push-up, step back to downward facing dog. Awesome. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward to the outside of the hands in a lunge, or right behind that right hand. It's a better place to go. And then step forward into a forward fold. Half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, look forward and bend the knees as you rise up. Stand tall at the top, hands to your heart. One more time. Reach up, circle those arms up. Exhale, swan dive into your forward fold with bent knees. half lift. Step your left foot back into a lunge, hold, look forward, then exhale, step back into downward facing dog. On your next exhale, step the left foot forward behind the left hand into a lunge. Get those hips low. Then step forward into forward fold. Wide legs, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, step back into a chair pose. Reach up. Look up, hands up. Hands to your heart. Let's get low in our chair pose. How about lower? Take the feet a little wider. Keep lowering down into a squat. This one feels awesome, right? If not, that's okay. You can put a bolster or a block or something underneath and sit down, but this is a really great pose, preparing for birth. At least I've heard that before. So you can press the elbows into the knees, lift the chest, create lots of space. Just hold and sway. Getting your legs stronger, ankles stronger, body and mind stronger. You gotta be pretty strong for this. Whew. Okay, hands to the floor. Lengthen the legs. We're gonna come down to the mat. How we do that? You're gonna take the heels to your butt. I mean, however you want to get down, but you can take your heels to your butt and then sit back. When you get there, draw the feet together, knees open wide. I like to do a couple seated poses, especially for the morning practice, because we start pretty slow and then get pretty energized. And then the ending of it is typically, it's not a very long, drawn out relaxation, because I actually want to keep this energy for the rest of my day. So we do a couple seated poses. This is a bound angle, it's a good one for opening up the hips. So you open the feet like a book, take the knees wide, lean forward as much as you're able to. Then we rise, take the legs wide. I don't know why, I just really like wide leg poses. Wide leg forward fold, toes to the sky, lift and lengthen, and then press your chest forward. You can walk the hands forward if that feels okay. Forearms, or take yourself to the floor. And these you really don't have to hold too long. Again, we're just setting ourselves up. We only have a few minutes in the morning. Then cross the legs, and we're going to finish our practice right here in a seated pose. Take your hands back to your knees or on your belly or on your lap. Close your eyes and come back to our thoughts of appreciation and gratitude for what the day ahead can bring. To be able to take these few minutes to ourselves in the morning is a wonderful thing. We'll just take a couple more breaths to finalize our yoga practice, our morning, to soak everything in. And then open the eyes again. Take a deep breath and reach up with appreciation and all that good stuff. Sealing your practice between the hands. Draw your hands to your heart. Thank you for joining in this quick little morning yoga. Have a super awesome day. Namaste.